Okay. Right, here we go. Thanks again for everyone for joining us for another WKS podcast. This time I'm with Johan Weimer. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No worries, mate. No worries. Do you want to, whereabouts are you based? So we start there.
Right now I'm on the East Coast, right in the middle, in Virginia at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. Do you want to tell the viewers sort of a bit about yourself, where you started in music?
Well, that'd be a long story, but I'll cut it to where it's short. I started playing music when I was 13 years old. I didn't even really like listening to music. I couldn't stand it. He'd turn on the radio loud and I'd get upset and cry almost as a little kid. And then one day we were going down the road and he would keep the radio at a certain volume. Heard Holiday by Green Day. And something about that sound, they clicked my ear and I actually said, keep it up. And ever since then, I started pursuing music. The next day I had that album and a guitar. I started playing music. I met a band not too long after that of a gentleman who owned a sound company. And I had a bass guitar and his son was the guitarist. And we started playing in a band called Government Overdose. It was a punk rock band.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're having slight issues with the internet. You freeze now and again, but we'll keep going and see if it sorts itself out. Now you've gone altogether. Are you still
Nope.
there?
I'm still here. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I think it's just slightly glitchy, so we'll just crack on and see what happens.
I apologize, sir.
That's okay. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. Right. So describe the music that you do then.
Well, right now, I have an influence from metal music, but I've always wanted to play acoustic and like just good rock alternative music. So right now, I have 4 albums that I've all wrote in the last 2 years under the Phoenix, and I'd say it's a good mix between you could say a little bit of pop punk and then alternative rock, and then I have a whole album dedicated to just solid acoustic music.
Okay, brilliant. I've noticed actually, because on Facebook of late, you're very productive. You're really out there doing gigs now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's the only way to get your name out there without basically paying for it. You got to constantly be doing something. And I figured since it's just me anyway, I go out there and promote my my songs and play acoustic as if I had a whole band with me.
Yeah. So what would you say percentage wise is your own material? Because you do covers as well, I know that, but you know, what's the percentage of your own material?
You mean how much of it I write?
Yeah.
I write it all.
Okay, absolutely superb. Yeah. So the lockdown for you over there, have you found musically for you it's been very productive writing wise?
Believe it or not, yes. It actually, since the lockdowns and stuff happened, I've been more productive this year than I have in my entire life. So I guess it gave me a chance to catch up, if that makes sense, because I used to procrastinate a lot.
Right. Okay, so in the terms of sort of you know, musicians or bands that have influenced you, you know, have you got an idea? Tell me which ones.
Which bands influenced me the most?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to say there's 2 main bands that has influenced me in my life more than most, and that would be a band called Bayside. They're from, I believe, New York, the Montauk area, or Long Island, New York, I think they're from. And them and Green Day. And Green Day started it when I was young, but Bayside was right there with them. I was 4 years old. The oldest memory I have in my life is sitting there watching TV and playing with my Legos. And I saw a Victory Records commercial and Bayside came on, and I just like looked at it. And that was before Green Day. So Bayside kind of had me right then. But I didn't know what it was until I got older. I realized. And a band called the Men Singers. I really enjoyed them. Those three bands have been major influences on my life.
Fantastic. So for people around the world, because the internet is an amazing thing, you know, where is your music? On what platforms have you put it out?
Right now, you can find my music on most social media platforms. I'd have to say Facebook. You can find it on Instagram. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on YouTube. And I have my own website, risewiththephoenix.com, all one word, no capitals. And all of my albums are on for sale. They're for sale on my website. I don't have a Spotify right now yet. I'm in the process of getting one. I've just been selling my music through my my website for now.
Right. Brilliant. So, you know, sort of, if you're thinking back to right at the beginning when you decided to take music up or pick the guitar up, you know, what would you think the best bit of advice you've been given?
The best advice I was ever given was when I was younger. I'd have to say that it's not as hard as what people make it out to be. I'd say your mindset is your best friend when it comes to writing. If you have the mindset, well, this is going to be hard, you're already going to discourage yourself from doing it. That just always believe that you can do it. Believe in yourself, and your mind's going to open up to more ideas because you're going to believe it's possible. I'd say that's the best advice I've ever got.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, who or what inspires you to do this?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to do it for the, the fame, fortune, the girls and everything.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I started to see some, I saw poor people on the streets. I saw suffering. I saw unfortunate things happening, hearing about the world. And basically what motivates me is the collective, our children, our future, the planet as a whole. I want to take every bit of success I have and help the world with it. That's what's been motivating me not to give up.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So would you ever think about creating a band, or would you just prefer this solo?
Oh, I prefer a band. I'd like to have a band. Don't get me wrong. I've been in probably 10 different bands.
Okay.
And I used to have my solo project. It was just called Johan Weimer. I would have a full band. We toured up and down the East Coast and played with multiple metal acts. Back when I was playing metal, I've joined bands. I've been the drummer for bands. I've been the bassist for bands. But it seems like it's a lot less of a solid foundation, because if a girl breaks one member's heart or they get in an argument, then there goes the band and everything you worked hard for. So I kind of made it to myself. I was like, I'm gonna make my solo project so no one can end it unless I quit myself. So
yeah. Right. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So what have you got coming up then?
Well, right now, I'm about to release my newest acoustic album, Beauty Behind the Veil. I'm going to be traveling to Texas, Tennessee, Texas, Arkansas, and then I'm going to be making a loop around, going to Florida more than likely. Going to try to hit North Carolina and South Carolina, hit a little bit of all of them, maybe even Georgia. Do a little, just play at different bars and venues, show people my cards where they can get my album off of, and check me out on social media and just promote my name and just try to get out there at some bigger cities.
Superb. Absolutely superb. So what is it now? I mean, you mentioned the fact that you got into the music, and it was the limelight and it was the girls and all that sort of stuff. But you know, so what is it now then that sort of keeps you going at it?
Well, I just accepted in my life that I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to work in an office. I don't want to have a boss. I want to be my own boss. I want to live freely. And I told myself, you know, I'd rather die than not have music as my occupation or my way. So it motivates you when you say that, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up.
Yeah, fair play. Do you sort of produce and everything your own albums, or do you go into studios?
I used to go into studios and spend money hourly. But now, believe it or not, I've been fortunate enough to make some profit. I've been ghostwriting a little bit. I've been making a little money at that, and I've been recording people, learning the process. I purchased a recording studio, and I've just been failing and failing and failing, and then finally getting it right. I've got a little studio set up here where I
Brilliant.
record all my stuff right there, and I've got a really nice microphone and some amplifiers, so I record and produce everything myself.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So if you could sort of pass a bit of wisdom on to somebody else who's, you know, just starting out, you know, what would you say?
I would say when you go to sleep at night, dream big, because if you don't dream big, then and you don't accomplish the small dreams that you're just trying to get, little goals, and you don't accomplish those small dreams, then it'll be really discouraging. But if you dream really big and you accomplish at least half of that, it'll be awesome. And never doubt your abilities, and always remember, music is not a competition. It's a brotherhood. It's about your sound. You're not trying to be better than the next musician. You're not trying to show off. You're trying to entertain the people. So it's no rush, but just always never give up on it. Never. It's not worth it. You'll regret it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So final question now. Everybody gets this question. Is there anybody you would like to thank for you being here musically now?
Yeah, I'd have to thank the first guy I was in a band with, along with Billy Joe Armstrong. Billy Joe Armstrong's attitude and the way he just didn't care and went through stuff really motivated me. I've always been told I sound just like Billy, even when I'm not trying to. It's probably because I sang American Idiot nonstop for 2 years when I was really young. But my mentor, John Daniels, he showed me the ropes. He showed me everything. He made me believe in myself. And he passed away after playing music. I was in his band for probably about 7-8 years, and then he passed away at like a young age of 40. But I learned a lot from him, so I'd have to thank him and my family, my mom for sure.
Fantastic. Johan, look, thank you so much for giving me the time and the interview.
Thank
Brilliant.
you, sir. It's been an honor and privilege. Thank you so much.
You take care, and I shall keep up with you on Facebook, mate. I love the videos.
Thank you so much, sir. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be in England one day playing, and I can meet you.
Lovely, lovely. You take care.
Thank you, you too, sir.
See you.